I would imagine there is a right way and a wrong way to be a part of competitive offers.
Yeah, and so I always try and reverse engineer every sort of situation. So if you're working with a buyer, I always say, okay, what is it like on the seller side when you're receiving multiple offers? And what you find is, having sat down with sellers, looking at presenting multiple offers, once you get into the $5,000, $10,000 over list price realm, right? What really makes the decision-making process for a seller when they're deciding what offer to select is the level of certainty that buyer is going to be able to perform at the terms of the offer. So meaning, it's not just about price when it gets to those levels. Does that make sense?
It does, but expound a little bit. What else would it be?
Well, there's going to be, obviously, any sort of contingencies
Sure.
are a factor on it. Financing, what types of financing are on there? So, for instance, an inspection contingency is tough when you're competing 5-6 offers. So it's really doing your due diligence, maybe possibly bringing an inspector in during the showings to do what we refer to as a walk and talk inspection.
Oh, sure.
And not having that risk, because the seller is going to say, okay, is it likely they're going to try and renegotiate or cancel?
Okay.
And so it all depends on if they have offers that don't have an inspection contingency, it's going to look better to them not to have them.
Sure.
Properties appraising at the purchase price can be a little bit uneasy from a seller saying, okay, you're going 20,000 over. What happens if it doesn't appraise? Do you have the funds to bridge that gap?
What does happen in that situation?
And so, yeah, it's all about, from a buyer's perspective, managing the risk. Do you have the funds? Are you able to come up with the funds? Are you able to pay your own closing costs, where that inflates the price as well? So there's all these factors where if you can make it as clean as possible, and it all depends on your tolerance on risk.